Thank you, Madam Chair. And I want to thank Chairman Smith for bringing this forward and representing my bill and doing such a great job on that. I appreciate that. And there's just, I have some things I want to say, and I will get to it. But pregnancy resource centers play such an important role in supporting women, families, and children. And they provide all kinds of things such as pregnancy testing, counseling, parenting, education, and essential material support like diapers, like baby clothes. And they are there from pregnancy and into childbirth and raising the child. They offer parenting classes. They do so much. And I asked about it in committee. I threw out the invitation because I don't believe that the people that are attacking these pregnancy care centers have ever been to one. If you've walked through the doors, you see the loving people who are there to help, to take care of women and their families and their the fathers. And Congressman Yakum talked a little bit about, and I hope he doesn't mind that I share, he did it, and he talked about it in Ways and Means, and he talked about how, yes, he has been to a pregnancy care center when he and his wife were first married, and he talked about they didn't have a lot of money, but she was pregnant, and they needed to potentially find out what was going on, and someone suggested they go to a pregnancy care center, and he did, and they were there, they found out what was going on, and he talked about in Ways and Means about what kind of love and support he found there, and how wonderful it was to have that. And I think he actually told at the end of the story, and you can nod or tell me if I'm telling the story wrong, but he asked how much it would cost, and they said, it's free. We do this free. And he left feeling better about what was going on and having the support and the confidence to go forward. And I believe he said she's 17, his daughter's 17 now, am I remembering correctly? And so I would hope that those folks that are so critical of a pregnancy care center would actually take the time to go through the door and to see what it's about, because they really, the TANF dollars, the purpose, these centers actually, follow that exactly, what they are there to do, promote family stability, reduce dependency, and encourage responsible parenthood, and that's what they're doing. And they help parents through a variety of things, like I said, the parenting classes, they advance those same goals that we are looking for those TANF dollars. And really, I know there's a lot of things going on, and I will tell you, this bill does nothing to stop a pregnancy care center from following the law. They have to follow the law. I think Congressman Smith mentioned the practicing medicine without a license. That doesn't go away. That's still against the law. So they still have to follow the law, or whatever other kinds of things that you're trying to draw or make it sound like is happening in this bill. They're not. They still have to follow the law. They still have to. They still have to meet the TANF dollar requirements. If they're getting TANF dollars, they still have to meet those requirements. But what this bill does is simply reaffirm that states may continue partnering with pregnancy care centers that are already serving families. And you know what else? Those pregnancy care centers also raise a whole lot of money independently of the TANF dollars. So they are asking for donations. They are gathering more so they can do more for the families and more for the babies and more for the women. So they're making sure that they have enough to take care of these women from the beginning until childbirth, until the entire process. And so I am really proud of this pro-family bill, because I don't want to see another administration try to stop pregnancy care centers from using these TANF dollars to help women, their families, and children in this way, because this is really truly a supportive and loving way that we can help women, children, and their families. And It is, I remember when we were talking about pregnancy care centers not that long ago, and I was looking for stories about what they'd done, and there were so many where they became literally part of the family. So between the volunteers at the pregnancy care center, they were helping this family until kids graduated high school, and they were there for them, and they became friends. They became bonded, and they were there to help and support that family. And I think that's what we want. We want to make sure that those families have support. And this bill is a very, very simple thing we can do just to make sure that states are still able to partner with those pregnancy care centers and those loving folks who I think Mr. Scott mentioned, you know, what great work they do, and that we need to stop the attacks on these people from doing this work, because it is the kind of surrounding those women and families and those children that we need to encourage to make sure that the kids not only have a great pregnancy, childbirth, but also making sure that they have the kinds of things they need as they're bringing those children up. So I'm incredibly proud to sponsor this bill, and I thank Mr. Smith for doing such a great job, even if we digressed and went to tariffs. And I apologize for that, because you did a great job with that also. But thank you, and I'm excited to have this bill go forward. So with that, Madam Chair, I yield.